This goddamn screen, man. This goddamn screen is going to change. Maybe in a few days. Maybe weeks. I don't know. It all depends on this. And I'm not kidding. This. And AfterBurst Plus, it's not that big of a challenge for some reason. Because you can get OP combos with the Keeper start. However, Free Plus, it's no joke. Oh, I actually completed him. Okay, nice. Yeah. It's just Keeper. And what was it? 5 challenges? Yeah, 5. Speed, Blue Bomber, Brains, On a Streak, and the Guardian. And if you want my opinion on which one is the hardest, then it is definitely the Guardian. If you're new, I'll go through them all. I'll not play them. Hell no, I'll change that or I'll do that later. Because otherwise I can't do Keeper. Speed is basically, well, enemies and you yourself, and also the music is sped up pretty fucking much. And because everything is sped up, you have a time limit on 16 minutes. So in under 16 minutes, you have to complete a totally normal run to the womb. So, yeah, it's kind of Blue Bomber. You are a Paramaniac Kamikaze, which not only makes you immortal, but let me tell you, you're not that immortal with Blue Baby, since he doesn't really have any replenishable hearts. Unless someone finds out a mod. But that would not make it count, and I don't think mods actually... I think they all deactivate if you go to a challenge. Anyway, it's kind of hard. I don't really remember where you go. I think you only go... Wait. I think you go to Satan? I'm not sure. I don't remember. Anyway, here, you... oh yeah. Another thing about this. This is blindfolded. And so is Brains. You're once more Blue Baby, blindfolded, but instead of Kamikaze and Pyromaniac, you now have 3 buffs Brains. And you're going for Isaac. And I think you're going for Isaac in this too, or is it Satan? I don't know, I think it's Satan, actually. I'm not sure. And Onus Streak. Here you play as normal health Judas, with a chocolate milk. And if one of your shots miss an enemy, you take half heart of damage. Unless you took the addicted pill, because then you lose a whole one. And it's kind of difficult. Although the time I completed on this, and on the one time that I actually beat it on the Switch, I got the Dead Eye, which doubles your damage as long as you keep hitting your enemies. And it has a limit, of course. So yeah, that's pretty hard. It goes up to lives, I think. Or was it Isaac too? I don't know. Anyway, the Guardian, the hardest one. You play as a winged Isaac. You have wings, beautiful hair, and a blindfold. And also a custom-made sword. You know, the Spirit Lance? Whatever. I don't think it's called Spirit Lance. Played too much Final Fantasy, I think. But whatever it's called. Yeah, you have that, and it's like basically a hero's sword. You're the guardian of a punching bag with Isaac's heart behind him. And that's... yeah. Normally when you have Ice Sword, it's basically a familiar which follows you around and it makes you invincible, but like if the heart is touched or shot, then you take damage. So any floor hazards or anything like that, you're immune. However, something that shoots or can directly touch, you take damage, and it's normal damage. But here, I'm pretty sure that it can't even hit this punching bag scapegoat. It doesn't need to hit hard. I think I can hit the fucker himself, and you take damage. And basically, you're immortal. Well, you don't have health, you have his health, or he has your health, basically, and you die if he dies. Whatever. You can block your shots by touching, or you can block shots or anything, basically, even brimstone shots that's coming towards the punching bag by moving in front of him, or the shot, whatever, which is kind of useful. But you have to both kill enemies and protect him. So if you're going to a big room and there's spiders, consider restarting until you get 2 basements or burning basements. Because the cellar, nope, it ain't gonna go good. It's only 2 it lives though, so you don't need to do a full run. Anyway, what I'm gonna do is Keeper. And my headset is kind of broken right now. And I say kinda because it isn't totally. The sound keeps like going away and returning in the right ear. And I hate it, it's so freaking annoying. So I changed the default ones you get with the PS4 again, because you know, if I'm only gonna hear the left half the time, I better do it naturally. Because otherwise it feels so freaking weird. Ugh. You know? Because you have your both parts of the headset on your ears, but you can only hear from one. I hate it so much. But it's things like that's on the right or left, that I can understand. But in my case, that's not the case. Like, they're so bad, so I changed to this. But it doesn't really matter since, you know, I have to use the camera for the microphone if I use the headset anyway. If I'm live streaming through the PS4, that is. So yeah. And yeah, I realized that I could use the camera for microphone, so that I didn't need to use this freaking piece of shit every time I wanted to stream. But now I kind of need to use this to not feel, you know, kind of disturbed in my ear. Well, I don't know. I don't really have a weird word for it. Sorry. Anyway, from today onward, or maybe tomorrow onward, I guess, because I'm streaming right now, I might stop streaming for a while. Well, actually, I either pause the streaming, don't pause the streaming, or freaking triple the streaming. This depends on the circumstance. We are buying an NVIDIA Shield Android TV. However, we don't have a TV that supports 4K resolution. Not that it matters. And at first I didn't think it was gonna work because of that. Then I read an article from people like testing the PS4 Pro on a normal HD TV to see if they could see a difference on that, and then they tested the PlayStation VR. And actually, when I read that, I was kind of weirded out, you know, because they came out or actually, did they come out kind of close together? I'm not really sure, but either way, they should make something for the PlayStation VR that lets it support 4K resolution. No. Oh no, I'm not gonna get a double deal here. Oh. Well, maybe I am. Yeah, anyway, depending on what I can do with the NVIDIA Shield, maybe if it turns out alright, I might be able to stream from it. I'm not sure though. Also, there's only one reason why I ever wanted a new phone. Why I need an NVIDIA Shield. The most important reason. You know what it is? It's an app. And it is the Homebrew emulator. I am not kidding you. The Homebrew emulator... Oh, God damn it. Is it... Wait, did I say Homebrew emulator? Did I just say Homebrew emulator? Whatever, the Dolphin emulator. No, the one for GameCube and Wii. Started out as a PC emulator. Or, well, emulator for PC. For emulation of the Wii and GameCube. It got its name apparently from the GameCube's code name. Or project name, I guess. Project Dolphin. So we had Dolphin, Revolution, something, and now the NX. So from a dolphin to frickin' GameCube. Basically, from a mammal to a frickin' cube. And if that isn't hilarious, then yeah, you're kind of right. It isn't hilarious. It's kind of meh. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. Eventually, when phones got able to be strong enough to actually handle the Dolphin emulator, I guess, they started releasing it for Android. And ever since a few weeks ago, it was like the first time that the latest nightly build or whatever, I guess daily build of the emulator like didn't support the Windows. So it was, or maybe not, I don't know. But anyway, I saw that it has support for Android, so I wanted to test it out, basically. So first I tested it on my phone. However, it didn't work. It failed to analyze the package, I think, or something. Then I tested through BlueStacks, and I think it was the same result. So, yeah. The end result was that didn't work. So, well, yeah. Shame. Then I read what it actually needed to work. And I thought that, okay, modern phones usually have it. Okay, I should get a modern phone then. And my sister gave me her phone, and I thought, okay, from 2016, this is modern enough. Nope. Apparently not. Apparently it's still not modern enough. Sorry. So now, I figured that, okay, maybe there's another solution. And once again, I found... Fuck. Oh god. I found my solution. The NVIDIA Shield. Saw screenshots of it from Google. It showed not only using many common emulators for the Android, it also showed the Dolphin emulator. And use of Mario Brothers Wii being played on it. And probably in full speed, I thought. So, well, moving on to that now, I thought. And then yesterday, I saw another pretty scary thing about it. My PC is kind of low end. It stands at a 4-quad CPU with 4 gigabytes of ROM, which isn't the best. But then, like, I knew that the NVIDIA Shield was basically a console with Android OS on it, but I didn't know how strong it actually was. I was just thinking that, okay, it is still an Android thing. It's an Android TV. Sure, it is a TV version, but it's still Android. So I thought that, okay, it can't be that strong. And the RAM is 3 gigabytes, one less than my PC. That doesn't matter. The only difference I've seen RAM make is the Untitled Project X for Final Fantasy X on PC. The little status screen for the mod in the upper left corner lags to hell on my new PC, but it didn't on the old, which had 6 gigabytes of RAM. But anyway, everything else was stronger, so whatever. But yeah, then I read how many cores it had, and my PC is 4 or quad core. This guy doesn't have 4. It doesn't have 2. It doesn't have 8. Not 16. Not 32. Guess how many cores it fucking has? Well, if you have one, you already know, probably. If I actually read it right, 256. So then I thought, okay, now I know how people can play Dolphin emulator, with, like Wii games on the Dolphin emulator on an NVIDIA Shield with that frickin' strength. Good God, man. So yesterday I just told my dad, tomorrow we're going out on an adventure. We are going to buy an NVIDIA Shield. And yeah, I'm waiting for him to come home from work in like 3 hours. And I don't know it's because of waiting, but I woke up too fucking early this morning, man. Seriously, too early. Okay, so their eyes, sure. But yeah. So strong. So if I can actually, like, find a way to record with it, and then I don't mean, like, for my PC, like, through the Elgato. No. Not that. Not that. Because for that, I need my old PC. Because I need the TV for, like I said, the console itself. But I also need it for this freaking PC, since the screen freaking... If I never actually said this on stream and you're wondering what I mean right now, is You know how HP is just coming out with so many good computers nowadays? Yeah. Mine is kinda broken right now. I can use it fine if I have a secondary monitor or TV plugged into it. However, doing anything else doesn't really give a result anymore. A few days ago, started my PC to play, you know, Candy Crush. I have no shame. Then I turned that off, closed it. Later I went to bed. I was fine. And the next day, I was kind of bored. And in the middle of the day, 1 p.m. Yes. I tried to use the computer again. And, well, what I saw was not pleasant. And, well, if I hadn't had the TV, I, would have killed myself. No fucking joke, actually. I would have. Because the screen had a freaking, like, a digital crack. Like in the top left corner or something. I had no idea what it was. Then I tried to fix it by like touching the screen a bit. Okay, I wasn't trying to fix it really, I was just trying to press it harder to see if anything happened. And yeah. Something definitely happened. It got much worse. Which wasn't quite the results I anticipated. That's the ones I got, so hey. Bad. So after that, I can no longer use my screen. But on a positive note, my freaking AMD settings finally let me turn off the cloning between you know, screens. And I set my I had set my TV earlier than that to my like screen, so that like if it goes after that on like resolution and stuff to optimize it. And you know, now I only have that to use. And you know, it's not good. I mean, it's fine, I can still use the computer for everything that I have ever needed to use it for, but, you know, having this happen is kind of surprising, you know? You buy a new computer, Mac, Windows, whatever. You have it for a few days, and, okay, this might not be as relatable as I think it is. You know, after a while of usage, you start it up and it just has a fucking crack that you did not cause on the screen. I mean, how does it even happen? Like, I have nothing to come up with. And seriously, it looked like on the screen, like on the actual image, it looked like it literally was cracked from the outside. But no, that was, seriously, that was on the inside. I frickin' swear to God. Because like, when it was totally black, when I deactivated the screen, like, deactivated the cloning, I looked at that freaking screen when it was like total black, and there was no indication of a crack anywhere. Like, seriously, there was no indication that anything had happened to that PC. And if there was, I would have noticed it before I first turned it on. Yeah, I think I told you this yesterday. But I didn't really tell you everything. Maybe. That is the reason why I now can barely stream from my consoles. Because, you know, I need a PC screen. And I can use the old PC, like I said. And I probably will. But man... it's just so... bad. It's so surprising that it's even possible that something like that can happen. Okay. Like, it's... I can't even believe it. Like, really, I can't believe it. When I saw it, man, I didn't know what to say. I was home alone at the time. And, like, I have an old phone left, of course. But it's out of batteries, and I don't really care to charge it anymore, since I'm not using it. And, you know, my sister's phone. But ever since I installed an unofficial version of the Lineage OS, it's a custom ROM you can use for modern phones to make it much better. Like, after I used that, like, it never noticed any, like, SIM card, I guess, whatever. Like, I never noticed anything like that, so, for some reason, my, like, contacts and everything, I have no idea why, but apparently they're stored on my Google account. And not on the SIM card, which I would believe, because, you know, without that, you can't really call. But I guess the contacts are there, you just can't call anybody. Or something. But, you know, I have Skype. Which is actually free. To remind you. But yeah. Shit's going down. And if I want to call somebody, I have to use my old phone. But since it's a Sony Xperia E4G, and like, I read some shit about it, cause like I tried to unlock the bootloader on that bitch, and it didn't work. And when I read some more into the phone, I've had it for maybe a year or something. It's been decaying. Let's just say that, both literally and figuratively, mind you. Apparently, the phone, like, those who have the phone have experienced that the phone gets lazy as fuck after just months of use. You can, like, turn it on and off, or do nothing with it, I'm guessing, for a few months. Just have it turned on, like, charge it, have it, like, sleep mode, or just anything that's not completely turned off for, like, a month or two. And apparently the phone just gets slow. And basically, the best it can do is the best of a PC heavily infected with viruses. And this is a pleasant room. At least it was good. But yeah. And also, that's why I wanted a new phone. Well, for 2 reasons. No, actually, not for 2. 1. I wanted a new one, basically, so that I could actually have a phone that actually worked. And I think either way, actually, like, some power to play, like, games on it. When I tried to play some games, it was so laggy. And I tried to use a modded version of Angry Birds Epic on it. And, like, I'm playing it on BlueStacks on my PC, because it's much better. And, like, I tried to get to the point where I could prove it actually worked. And it was so irritating, man. It was so goddamn hacky, I couldn't even use it. Like, at all. It was totally unusable. Or unplayable, I guess. Either way, I managed to play through to somewhere where I could actually spot immediately that, okay, this hack works. Or this mod works. But at that point, I also realized that there was another thing a few levels ago. Now, it's a free store mod. Like, when you shop for things, it gives you the amount you're paying for. That's the kind of mod, so the first time you can actually do it is when you get, like, what is it? Anvil. Like, you have to pay resources for shit. And, you know, if the mod works, you're getting the resources instead of losing them. But I didn't realize that until it was too late. But yeah, so then I knew that the mod actually worked, so then I could play on BlueStacks. But it's still hacky on BlueStacks, and that's why I wanted a new phone. Really. Because if even BlueStacks can't play it, like, totally hackless. Not hackless as in cheatless, hackless as in, like, hacky picture. Stuff like that, stuttery things. Like, I thought that, okay, if even BlueStacks can't, I need a modern phone, because it's, like, the phone that it's built upon isn't that great. So, yeah. Never. This wasn't Libra. Oh no. Yeah. No. I don't know. So yeah. I needed a real new phone. And my sister's one, like, it can play the game. Definitely. But there's things that it's kind of bad at right now. And since I can't really call on it, I have no reason to even use it for games. So if I want games, instead of having a defective or whatever frickin' phone, instead I'll just buy something that's actually made for the apps. So then I was thinking something, and I found the NVIDIA Shield again. Like a few years ago. If you know what the Shield is, you probably know it had 2 versions back in the day. One version that you like plug into your TV like a console, and another one that was like portable. And back in the day, watch the what's the name of the channel? Tech Reviews something. Sorry, I forget the name all the time, but yeah. Dang it! Anyway, what the channel? Hopefully you can figure out what it is. So, yeah. Anyway, one video featured the portable NVIDIA Shield, and like he never mentioned that it was actually a portable version. He just said the NVIDIA Shield, so I thought, okay, that is the NVIDIA Shield. So okay, I want an NVIDIA Shield. And then every time I told my dad that I wanted one, like we searched for one, but the only one we found was like the Android TV, and at the time it was still the first version of it, not the version that's now. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, that's the only one we found. We never found the portable one. Then I actually found out that the portable one was called Portable at the end of the name, so I searched for that, but yeah, there was none to be found, at least not in Sweden. And apparently they were discontinued because lack of sales. I think there was something like that happened, but you know, that didn't really affect me. I still wanted one. But obviously, because there was none, I couldn't get one. And then I wasn't really buying the Android TV thing. So, you know, it was rather being sad about it not actually being a thing anymore than actually buying the thing that is a thing. And that is technically better. But no, I realized why the portable version wasn't actually good. It was basically a freaking Xbox 360 controller with a Android screen that you could flip up and down on it. So it was basically like a 3DS, only that the bottom part was not a screen. It was actually the controller. And the upper part was still the screen. Yeah. And actually, if you think about it, then it's basically the phone part of that. You can still play normal games. The gamepad part of it was just to play like more advanced games. So you could actually use like a built-in controller when it was necessary. Or like when you... not necessary, when it was available. But obviously, for some games, it wasn't. And the games I played, and still play to this day, is clicker games. So... yeah. I try to use controllers in many games. Some don't work at all, even though they should. And then some others, well, are clicker games. But, you know, Adventure Capitalist and Clicker Heroes has totally proved that it's possible with a controller. But anyway, they're not supposed to be used on a console or by a controller. You have the touchscreen on your phone for a reason, and you're supposed to use it. And like games that I actually was like advanced enough, I didn't really have the space for, or I had the space for, and I had already bought even like some early Final Fantasies, 4 after years, and 6 specifically, actually. Oh. Yeah, those actually have controller support, I believe. But I didn't think about them at the time. But yeah, when you play clicker games and shit that doesn't use a gamepad with that thing, how are you supposed to do that? Now with the TV one, so from what I've read, is that the main gamepad of the package is for the gaming, and it's, oh my god, it's more about the gaming itself. You know, so that it's strong so that it can support advanced games that use, or that has support for gamepad. And yeah, the other like remote control, another one that looks like the one you use for your TV. Don't mix them up. I believe that's used for touch. Correct me if I'm wrong. Because it has like, what was it, 3 or 4 buttons. One big in the middle, well, on the top of the remote, of course, for like touch, I guess, especially touching, and I guess gyro, something for like moving around it like your finger, like a mouse, and like a button for touching. Yeah, and then there was a back button and a close app button and a volume button, and there was nothing else. So because it said that it would support all mobile apps, I guess, and that's why I thought that the remote control can be used like as touchscreen. And there are other things that kind of need that. Although, if you can actually if there's like custom support with the gamepad for clicker games, I hope they don't make it. Fuck. I hope they don't make it like they did with BlueStacks and a controller. 'Cause if you've never tried that, I recommend not trying and just listening to what it does. It gives you this green cursor, like, or green, like, circle. Fuck. Which is basically your mouse. And then you use your LT button, your L trigger, to tap. That is a system that I do not like. And then you have to disconnect your controller if you don't want to use it. Even if you don't touch it, BlueStacks will still recognize it and try to use it. Just don't. And I don't even think it has the same support for games that use a gamepad as on with a mobile case. I think that's the same thing. Instead of actually giving you the same support as the game would on a phone, I think it instead just gives you the exact same thing with non-supported games. It gives you that green frickin' circle. And it moves so slowly too. And I tried to like remap the buttons for it so that like the layout was kind of different. And if that was supported, I could totally see myself using a controller for BlueStacks. And I had wanted it for so long for Geometry Dash on my phone, because it was kind of messy, because 1 out of 10 times I could tap without it doing anything. And I wanted like to use a controller, my phone, just like BlueStacks let me. But you know, on BlueStacks it worked, but not good. And even if it was good enough for playing Geometry Dash from BlueStacks, I would never play Geometry Dash through BlueStacks. Because one, it's better on phone than on BlueStacks, and 2. I already have it on Steam. And if you've heard about freaking BlueStacks and what it does, download that to your PC. You probably know what Steam is too. So I don't think there's that many people that knows that you can emulate an Android to your PC that doesn't know that there's a whole freaking online store for PC games. Or Mac games. Actually, there's many games that have Windows support but not Mac support. Is there actually any game on Steam that doesn't have Windows support but has Mac support? If anybody knows the answer, please tell me. So I've seen like a video with someone that like changes from gaming on Windows to like Mac, and when they downloaded Steam, it was like 1 out of all the games he had in his library was like compatible with Mac, and it was one that he didn't like play or something. I don't really remember. Ugh. But yeah. And then he like threw the Mac out away and just used the Windows again. And actually, I see why people use an iPhone instead of like an Android device for phones, because they're fancier and more expensive, so you expect more, but you don't get more. But people don't realize that. Like, they're not stronger. They're just fancier. And for you, like, non-gamers out there that just play games for fun, those games don't really get to the App Store, I guess. Just there's games that I've recommended for both my sister and classmates that I find really good on my Android phone, and that isn't even on the App Store for them. And their phone is actually like more updated than my phone. It's like, it's not that their OS doesn't support it because it's too old. In that case, mine wouldn't. So, then, yeah, that's why people use an iPhone instead of any Android phone. But why would people use a Mac instead of a Windows PC? Wait, actually, Mac isn't PC. There's Mac and there's PC, whatever. Whatever. No thanks. Anyway, yeah, like I said, I don't know. Better display? Nope. And even if there were better display, that would be good for games, but there are none. So many weird things. But seriously, I want a reason for that. I need one. I mean, you buy them because they're fancy, but fancy means no games. So are games not fancy enough? I'm pretty sure every popular YouTuber over 1,000 subscribers, and less, has an iPhone. Where was I trying to go with that, actually? I don't know. Whatever. Whatever. Also, a site that reviewed the new version of the NVIDIA Shield compared to the old one kinda roasted the Apple TV by saying that the new Android box is similar to the Android TV. And I read that to my dad. And before I read the next line, I said to him that they will totally, like, they would totally try to roast Apple with us, but the Android box is better. And then the next freaking sentence, I'm not kidding, the next sentence said that, however, it lacks many functionalities that a new NVIDIA Shield has, or something like that. So technically, yeah, I was right with the roast, and oh my god. Speaking about roasting, too many bombs around here. Ugh. Man. With other characters, I can focus even when I don't need to, when I'm late to a run. But with this, where I need to focus, I just talk so I don't end the stream early. And then I go on to awkward silence. I rage quit. Or I get a viewer and extend the live stream by as long as the viewer is still here. Also, if you see the title, keep her down, please. I'm not trying to wordplay anything. I am begging to be able to complete the keeper. Oh, here's his tongue. I'd rather have that. I said that the best keeper run would be to find Judas' tongue on the first or second floor. On the second floor, get a freaking health up as their boss drop. And find Brimstone inside the Devil Deal if you're lucky enough to get one. I got Judas' tongue on the first floor. Can I get a health up from the second Lost Room, actually get a Devil Deal and have Brimstone in it? And if it happens, please don't be stupid and take the health up first. Please. You sorry bastard. Please. Nope. Not doing it. Ah, please. Come on. Oh my god, come on. I mean, if I get what I'm actually asking for, there goes my chance for Mega Satan, but come on. I can still get the frickin' item anyway. That's key. Or I can get Fallen as the boss and get Brimstone from him. I actually post on Facebook. With like a screenshot of me getting Brimstone from the Fallen when I was playing Waka Waka. Totally serious. So I guess if you're one of my family members, for some reason, and watching this, you can go check that post if you know how to find it. Also, he's most likely not going to see the stream. But if my grandpa ever watches this stream, stop liking my posts. Like, back in the day, when I connected my PS4 to Facebook, like, every time I streamed, I wanted to share a link to the stream on Facebook. So I just let it do that. And eventually I stopped because I didn't want to do it anymore. And I think yesterday I went into Facebook to check something. That means to play games, which I didn't end up doing. But what I did end up doing was checking some of my old posts. Most of them being my live streams. And I saw that my grandpa, the one on my mom's side, on my dad's side is tragically dead. The one on my mom's side, like, he had liked every single post that said that I was live streaming. And I just kind of made a mistake. The devil did not appear, but I took the health up without even thinking about it. Fuck this, man. It's just fucking... Fuck, I just want to do it. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this lately, but for people playing this and are about to complete all of the first 20 challenges from Rebirth that has Rebirth or Afterbirth installed, please don't go for the the trophy for completing all 20 challenges in Rebirth. Because to my knowledge, there is, or I don't know, maybe there is. I don't think there is any little achievements or trophies, whatever, for completing all the 10 extra challenges from Rebirth, like in the Rebirth or Afterbirth trophies. But 10 extra trophies. I don't think there is a Afterbirth trophy for completing every Afterbirth challenge. But maybe there are. Anyway, the one for Rebirth right now is bugged. Because it says I don't, like, it says there's a trophy for completing all 20 challenges. And obviously I've done it. Because, you know, that's how you get this screen. And I can prove it here. 1 to 20 completed. Actually 1 to 21. And some extra. But I haven't gotten the... That is because even though I completed all 20 challenges, it still doesn't recognize that I've done it. After I completed the last one, there was no sight of it. And at that point I was thinking, the fuck? Okay, a glitch trophy. Then another thought came into my mind. Maybe it's checking for the purest. Maybe I have to complete the purest again. And then said on stream that if that is the case, I will do it. Because I love that challenge. Firstly, no I don't. Not that I think about it anyway. And secondly, even after that I realized something else. If there isn't a trophy for completing the Tank Extra challenges from Afterbirth, maybe it's not checking the challenges, maybe it's just checking if one challenge, like there's a challenge incomplete, maybe that not searching for the completed ones, only the uncompleted ones. Oh my god, like, it's that the 5 that are uncompleted, even though they're from Afterbirth, they're still incompleted. So the game doesn't realize that they're not from the original game. And either way, I have to complete them. So the first thing I'll do is complete the 5 that's left, and if it doesn't unlock then, I obviously have to do the purest. So, well, but what I'm planning to do for the rest of this game is do the Keeper until I beat him, and then do all the challenges I have left in order. And to be honest, even if I would not want to do them in order, I would still do the Guardian last, because I hate it so much. Because man, I hate the Guardian so much. Oh. Oh my god. Oh shit. Okay. Wait. Okay, this run right here. Keep your fucking eyes open on this run right fucking here. There's a speed up. There's a 0.6 speed up with that. A very, very great speed up. Especially for pre-April Fool's Maggie and Keeper. Okay. Since I don't have any keys for extra item rooms, or for extra chests, I guess, and I can go into the shop for free, I'll go in there and not buy a key because there ain't a key. Instead, I'll buy this, and I guess a card. Justice. And it just so happens to be Justice. Never mind. Okay. Problem solved. Weird. Thought it was a champ. I thought it was a champion version for a second. Because I can't see on this fucking TV, and it's a burning basement. Which on itself lights things up. Oh my god, are you... One of these is a guppy item. The middle one has to be a guppy item. I'm not disappointed if it isn't, but... Ow! Well, I'm... But... Rich. And flies soon. Man, I actually love the compass. Did they just say compass? Compass. Well, he just blew himself up. What the fuck? I guess I managed to hit him somehow. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I've read that the blood clot tears are double the damage. I'm pretty sure that's pretty much confirmed. But another thing that I might have made up, I'm not sure, but that might be true. They are also double range. The only times where I actually think about that is when I think if the damage actually multiplies, which is when I have something that doesn't show tears and destroys anything anyway. Then I think, okay, does this still work with damage? Like when I have Mom's Knife, I don't know if the blood clot tears, like, or when every two ones is basically blood clot. Okay, I don't know if Mom's Knife actually synergizes with it, but whenever I think about that, I also think, well, like, okay, is the range actually like changed too? I mean, I never even notice it. I wouldn't notice it even now when I have normal tears. And I'm never gonna bother check probably until like I forget or something. That same freaking pill has appeared so many times now. Please just give me a red chest. I'll go into the shop. Please give me a red chest. Or a devil deal with a guppy item inside and a health up outside. I'll buy both keys. Because bear in mind, I have Guppy's tail after all. Fuck. This is like, this room reminds me of the like corn maze and the Walking Dead 400 Days and like the Bonnie campaign. You go through the freaking corn maze. This really reminds me of that. Because there's shit everywhere that you have to avoid. And when I freaking played 400 Days, I didn't even know that you actually had to avoid anything. Seriously. I just played through normally. And I never ever realized you were able to actually get spotted and die, because like I always went sideways. I didn't know that you could actually like lose there until I watched someone actually stream it and have problems with it. And at that point I realized if I'm ever gonna play that again, I'm gonna have massive problems with it. Fun thing about my experiences with 400 Days though, is that first time I actually played it, or actually got it, wasn't with the other 5 episodes. When I bought all the 5 normal episodes, my dad said that, oh fuck, I couldn't buy the extra one because, you know, too much. Then, like, when I actually got it, it was when there was like a sale for Xbox Gold members. Like, you could have the whole freaking season 1 for free. And when that happened, I just felt like dunking my head into the wall. But instead of doing that, I downloaded for 100 days, since, well, it was free. But I only played, like, the normal characters. I never played the epilogue. And I just cannot find a reason why I would not play that. I guess it was because, you know, Tavia was there. But now I don't want to see anyone else play it, because that would spoil like the epilogue for me. Not boss brain. No, the Ouija board. Oh. It has sound effect of eating that champion enemy, but it sure didn't get eaten. Hey, an angel room, nice. Guardian angel! Oh. Well, this is not Heartless Angel. Right? Fucking shit. I'm serious. I was serious when I said in Kingdom Hearts 2 that that fucking sentence haunted me. Seriously. It almost gave me fucking nightmares. It was the only reason I ever lost. Because the fucker used fucking the Sand Heartless Angel all the fucking time. Thank you, Sephiroth. Also, thank God there wasn't Supernova. Oh, rather Guardian Angel than the one winged angel, you know, the one that uses Supernova. And also Heartless Angel. Fuck. And also, if they don't make Supernova have a shorter animation in the remake, I don't think any PS4 or any other system that it lands on will be able to handle that attack. And if it comes out on PC, most PCs that wasn't like godlike will probably just fucking crash. It would fucking blue screen the whole frickin' PC. because like it's well detailed for a PlayStation 1 and for a PlayStation 4 game. If you have a fucking 2-minute long attack for that shit? Ugh. Did I just find out the reason why Final Fantasy IX isn't getting an HD remake on PS4? People keep complaining. No, actually, I've heard it once from Dark Kafka. He said that it's the longest intro in Final Fantasy history, being like an hour long or something. My experience. How is 5 minutes suddenly an hour? That's my experience with that intro. It's not an hour. I guess that depends what he means by intro. If you mean something that you have to stay on the main menu for or something, then I guess I haven't seen the intro. If you mean the one that comes up when you start the game, then where's the hour? Final Fantasy 12 is actually out for PS4 now, by the way. And if anybody's wondering if I'm getting it, if I getting the game, I pre-order it or buy it when it comes out. So am I getting it? No. I'm not getting it. Because every time I see gameplay of that game, I always get confused. Sure know better. They cannot do it downward, only sideways. Stay like this and they won't puke. Well, they will, but not the more dangerous thing. Oh, see? See what he did? Fuck. Guppy's tail, left hand. Ooh. That will. Ah. Second chest indicates death when I go back into that room. Death of the holy mantle for that room. Not death for the character, because it's only one freaking hit. It's one explosion. This run is doable. I'm not the strongest. It doesn't matter. I'm weak in strength, but in defense, I'm untouchable, baby. Come on. I might just grind rooms until I get that frickin' piece of gup that I need. Ah! Ah! My tier height makes them spectral. I have the Ouija board, and then I have Jupiter Duplex. 3 things that makes them spectral at once. Fuck, I have left hand. Forgot about it. Okay, I have the store key. In there, if I need it again. I'm most likely not gonna need it because this is literally... I literally just opened the last shop in the run. That could be the one. Or that one could be the one. Or if another spawns, that could be the one also. Yep. Okay, that wasn't the one. Fuck, I can only check one of them. Please let this be the one. Nope. 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 Only one room left. Fuck. Where's the Bible? Okay. Come on, you can do this. Could do it, and I did do it. Okay, dark room. Come on now. I need guppy and better fire rate, otherwise Ron's dead. That's over. There's nothing I can do with this run, I know. I need both better tier rate and guppy for this run to actually be done. To even just the lamb. Not even the lamb. It's a secured win with this run. Hell, not even Monstro is a guaranteed win with a run like this. What? What made me drop that? Chance, maybe? Guess so. I love how literally, if I get the blood clot in the run, that's my only freaking damage up ever in the run. Seriously, do you see another damage up on this? 'Cause I don't. Not a single one. Other than the blood clot. Fuck this run, fuck this game, goodbye, I'm done.